What's up, guys? Fun with Knives here. Got yet another tabletop knife review for you guys. This is the Spyderco Tenacious. Been putting this one off for a little while because I do not like this knife as much as everybody else seems to. And that's not to say I don't like it. I think it's a great knife. I just think Spyderco has some better options at either the same price point or if you want to do a step above. So before anything else, I'll get into the specs and tell you why I like this knife and some of the things I don't really like. So this has a blade length of 3.39 inches. Spyderco is always very exact with those. A close length of 4.45 inches and an overall length of 7.76 inches with a weight of 4.1 ounces. So all those very exact measurements just tell me that this is a very good EDC knife. I like this size. The blade has plenty of cutting edge for me to get my stuff done. I get a good grip on it. Everything's great. 4 ounces feels good in hand and decent in pocket. So this blade is the normal Spyderco leaf shape, about as basic as their shapes get. Spyderco's logos here, the steel Spyderco 8CR13 MOV. On the back side, you just got, this is Chinese produced. This is not Taiwanese produced, or Golden, Colorado made. So this is their budget line, and it features, I only have one other in their budget line, my Persistence. And there's the Resilience, which is bigger than this Tenacious, and then the Ambitious, which is smaller. So you got, your 4 size categories. So the Tenacious is kind of the more EDC friendly size than the Resilience. But the blade, I love the blade. It's a great size. It is full flat ground. It comes down to just an awesome edge, great slicing ability, decent, any sort of penetrating. It's got a nice acute tip, but definitely not anything that you could pry with. But I love the blade, and as always, Spydercos are just fun to play with. You can open them in so many different ways. You can flick them and do that. You can spider drop them if you're into that kind of thing. So I love the hole and everything. I think it was in a previous review I talked about, I thought Spydercos are just ugly. They're just weird looking knives, and I feel like a lot of people still think that, especially when they're closed. I mean, that is a weird looking thing. When they're open, I think this thing's mean looking, and it can just get tasks done. I did zip tie this. You can kind of wave it from your pocket. That's just kind of a side note. So this is a liner lock, and as always, Spyderco gets these just right. There's tons of jimping on it for you to move it over. There's no blade play. Things locked up solid. And it's just like the Persistence. I mean, the same features on, the knives. These, I do have the black coated version, obviously. All the hardware and everything's black on it. So I love Spyderco's liner locks. It's weird to say that, you think a liner lock would be the same across companies, and they're definitely not. This is full G10 handles. It's pretty good G10 too. It's nice traction. It's not as good as your higher end ones like the Manix or the Yojimbo, but they're not as smooth as some of the other offerings that maybe Kershaw or CRKT or somebody has. So I like that. This is flow through design. A little bit thick in the pocket, but it feels good in your hand. You just got some tube spacers there. Full stainless steel liners. That's where most of your 4.1 ounces is coming from. And deployment's lightning fast on your phosphor bronze bushings. So this feature I almost forgot. The 4-position Spyderco spoon clip. Their normal clip that you can throw the lanyard hole here through, or your lanyard through that hole. I don't know if I can get that in that light. You can put it in any corner of the knife. So Spyderco just gets a lot of things right, and I think what Spyderco is best at that I've seen so far is ergonomics. As far as the thumb ramp and your finger choil and just how the knife feels in a variety of grips, I don't think any company really contends with Spyderco when it comes to ergonomics. You just can't beat it. And a lot of you guys might be asking yourself, well, why don't you like the Tenacious that much? It's not that I don't. It's that I have a Manix 2 lightweight. This thing is very close in size and performs wonders over the Tenacious, even though the Tenacious is good. So it's hard for me to carry that Tenacious when I have the Manix 2 lightweight, and that Persistence fills a little bit better EDC category for me because it's a little bit better size. Some people think this Tenacious is a little big. And I can see that. If you work in an office environment like me and you don't want to whip out something as big, the persistence is better. I think as an EDC knife, persistence wins. So if I just had the Tenacious, I don't think I'd have any complaints whatsoever. This thing has not failed me at all. And I definitely recommend it. And another thing, guys, if you're on the fence about buying a Spyderco, I suggest you take the leap, because they seem overpriced to, knife nuts or not, looking from the outside. If you have a $20 knife and it's never let you down and it has the same materials as this or similar, and this is $40. This is a $40 knife. And why would I spend $40 on a liner lock and 8CR 13 MOV when I could spend $25 and get the same thing? It's because Spyderco is more innovative. They carry things out better. The ergonomics are better. Their heat treat on their steel, I've heard, I don't know if this is true, is good. Their full flat ground knives are just amazing slicers. You pay for the hole, yes, but the hole is actually a good deployment method. The liner lock is better than most. You got a strong clip that could be mounted at any corner of the knife. And their G10 is actually more quality than other ones. So I suggest you guys get a Tenacious if you don't. Even if you have all the knives I have, which God knows how many I have, it's a good knife. You just can't go wrong. And, maybe it's something you throw in your bug out bag or your car, or just it's a beater knife that you're not afraid to just get down and dirty with and do some hard tasks. But there's no way I've heard of anyone regretting buying a Tenacious. So thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to like and subscribe. I got more knife reviews coming, as always.